All right, guys, I'm back with another upload. I don't have my mic today because it's been misplaced, but today we're gonna go ahead and talk about another frequently asked question right here. You can see this photo. Whenever I upload any pictures of my physique and my abs, my shirt is off, I get the same question. Dom, how did you do that? Dom, are you taking drugs? Well, first of all, before we even get to that, if you haven't watched my first video I uploaded about nutrition, you should watch that before you watch this, because it doesn't matter what my workout routine is, what my ab routine is. If you do not have nutrition on point, you will never see the fruits of your labor. Nutrition is probably more important than lifting weights and cardio, because even if you never ever stepped foot in the gym, if you count your calories and you eat correctly, you will lose weight. The gym just helps speed up that process in there, and it also helps build muscle. But you'll never get to see any of that if you do not eat properly. So go and watch my other video on what I eat to get this look. All right, let's get started. It's actually 4:30 a.m. It's 4:44 a.m. in the morning at the studio here at the Blueprint Personal Training. I'm waiting for my first client at 5 a.m. so I have time to go ahead and film this video. Today we're gonna go through all my favorite ab exercises, and we're gonna start out with the OG one. This is one where I felt like this is how my abs got to where they are today. It's from this one exercise. This piece of equipment is cheap. It can be done anywhere. You can buy it from Amazon or Walmart for less than $10. It's very portable. And even if you don't have that, I do have an alternative that you can do that will still get you the same results. But the OG in this next clip, here we go. All right, guys, if you can't go all the way down yet, go as far as you can go. This is something that you have to build up over time, but I've been doing this for a while, so that's why I can go down on the ground. All right, so the pallet press is also an OG. This doesn't look like it's going to be in your abs, but this helps protect your spine, and it also gets that deep core. And then I also do it in this golfer stance as well. So the next clip, I'm actually back and talking. Here we go. Favorite run. My next favorite one is the crunches on the cable. So the reason why I like the crunches on the cable is because the range of motion, like you can really pull it down, and that's going to help you target your upper abs, the upper abs here. Put a little picture here of my upper abs. And then also the mind muscle connection is great, and it's also really good for beginners to progressive overload on. So I love adding the crunches. It's an OG. I prefer doing them on the cable just because I really feel it more, and I can really get that range and go all the way down. So that's why the crunches has made it to my top ab exercises. Next, we have the shoulder taps. So the shoulder taps here are very hard. So looking at this video, you're probably like, oh, that's very simple. But if you notice when I'm doing the shoulder taps, my body is not moving. So I'm not swaying back and forth. I'm keeping my body nice and straight, and I'm trying to tap my shoulder without rotating. So doing shoulder taps trains anti-rotation, knowing how to make sure your body does not twist. So if you're watching this, try it and see if when you do the shoulder taps, do you twist or do you... All right, so the knee tucks that I'm showing in this video. So I love the knee tucks because it really gets your lower abs, a problem that a lot of people have. It also teaches you core control, and it can help with your hip flexor strength on there. So that's why it is one of my favorite ones. If you don't have a rower, you can use furniture sliders, which I'll show you in the screen here what the furniture sliders look like. You can get them from Amazon, or you can get them from Home Depot. All right, so with doing the pike ups, this also comes down to how good is your mobility. If you have very tight hamstrings, it's gonna be very hard for you to get your butt up as high as you can. So if you have tight hamstrings, that could be the limiting factor of why you can't really go all the way up. So that whatever you do in the gym for that 1 hour, you're making sure when you go home, you're eating properly, or basically you're just reversing what you did. I see this so many times where I see people go to the gym, they do, you know, what they think is a hard 30-minute workout. Then they're like, hey, let's go get a green juice. Let's go get a smoothie. And they don't realize that smoothie has 400 calories and it's just full of sugar. It has nothing. It does nothing for you, nothing to keep you full. Within the next 30 minutes, you're going to be hungry. If you do not eat properly, you will never see the fruits of your labor. But anywho, look at that. Look at that. We're looking good here. Maybe that should be my next video, is what is Dom's upper body workout? That's enough. I get a lot of questions. I keep saying I get a lot of questions, so maybe the next one will be what's my upper body routine? Because looking at this, you can see the separation from the bicep. From the shoulder to the bicep. You can see the whole roadmap to success right there. And again, ladies, if you're watching this, I did not do this. I did not build this physique from lifting 5-pound weights. I have videos on my Instagram. Put my Instagram here. When I was deadlifting 300 pounds, I'm bench pressing 150, 170 pounds. That is how I built this physique. I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to get bulky. As women, we just naturally do not put on muscle like that. If you go to any corporate gym, I guarantee you're not seeing girls walk around like that. I rarely see girls walking around looking like me. It's not what you guys think. I'm telling you, Pilates, yoga, those should be used as an accessory. That's like a mobility. You want to make sure you still have mobility and flexibility. But if you are 20, 30 pounds overweight, that's not getting you where you want to be. You need to be in the gym, strength training and walking daily. All right, that concludes my video of what I do to get these abs here. Now, make sure you guys follow and subscribe because I am uploading videos every Saturday. Just like if you're watching this one, it was uploaded Saturday at 10 a.m. So if you have any questions you want me to go over, I get a lot of these questions from my TikTok or Instagram, which I will put below. And I'll be happy to make a video for you guys. So remember, if you do not have nutrition dialed down, you will never see the fruits of your labor. You have to have your nutrition down in order to see your results. I make sure, again, it is nutrition. It's nutrition. That's where most people fail. Everyone goes to the gym. Most people are going to the gym, but the nutrition is what gets them every single time.